certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I have a full body stretch and tone workout. So the purpose of these exercises are to challenge your flexibility and also to strengthen and tone the body, particularly focusing on the type 1 muscles, which are the ones closest to the bone, which are for endurance, balance, and injury prevention. And just a discretion that some of these exercises are advanced, and consideration of your capabilities should be considered before attempting them. With that being said, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to help contribute, you can go to my channel page. In the About, there's a link for donations. I also have an inspirational phrase to share with you before we begin. It says, "Feed your faith, and your fear will starve to death." And I like this because faith helps relinquish fear. Believing that the best possible thing could happen, and even if it doesn't, being okay with it, or having faith and knowing that whatever happens is for your best interest, will eliminate fear. And fear is an unwholesome emotion. It just robs you of your happiness. It's not going to change your circumstances, and by doing it, only you're suffering. So try to eliminate your fear, which takes practice. It can be really hard to do, especially if you're in a bad circumstance. But know that whatever you're facing, there is something to be learned from it, and there is value in that experience. So, with that being said, we can begin our workout. The first thing we have is a hurdler leg circle. So, you're going to get into a hurdler pose, or stretch. So you have one leg bent and one extended. This nice bent leg here has a stretch going on in the hip flexor and quad, and then this leg is the one that's going to be focused on the toning. So you're going to lift your leg and draw a circle, which requires a great deal of quad and hip flexor strength. So you're going to draw 10 clockwise circles and then 10 counterclockwise circles. And then once you've done all 10, switch. And then we're on to our next exercise, which is for the abdominals. And it's going to be a V-sit crossover. So you're going to get into this modified V-sit, put your hands beside your ears, and then lean your opposite elbow, or your knee to your opposite elbow. There we go. We're on to alternate for 16. And then we're on to our next exercise, which is from this very same position, but we're going to do a froggy leg extension. So this is going to work the quads and the core. So you're just going to lift your legs up and form a V with your feet, and then come back. And then when you make your V, you should feel your inner thighs working. So we'll do that for 10. Then we're on to our next exercise, which is a warrior two to a tree. And this is about body control. So So anytime you see a stunt person or a gymnast do something extraordinary, they typically have really amazing body control. And this is the mind-to-body connection. And through practice, you strengthen that connection. So some really good ways to increase that connection are by doing balance and stretching exercises. And this is because balance works with the mind. And if you don't believe me, you can close your eyes and try to stand on one leg. And I guarantee that if you stand on your leg with your eyes closed, you will fall more quickly than you would if your eyes are open. And this deals a lot with proprioception. Stretching helps increase this connection because you feel the stretch. You're aware of what muscle exactly is stretching. So, with that being said, what we'll be doing is our warrior two. And then we're going to push off on this leg into a tree. And then use your control to feel yourself and land gently back into your warrior two. So we're going to do that for 8. Now we're on to our next exercise, which is going to be a matrix circle. So you're going to begin with your kneel, and you're going to have your hands together, and you're going to draw a circle with your hands as you raise up, and then switch sides. The kneel is going to stretch your quads and hip flexors, and then your arms being stretched with the circle motion, and then here, in this transition, your glutes are working. So we're going to do that alternating sides for 10. Now on to our next exercise, which is a kneel to a gate with a side bend. So this is our kneel, and you're going to push up into a gate and add a side bend here. And then as a fluid movement, it looks like this. We're going to alternate sides for 10. And we're on to our next exercise, which is going to be a reclined tree with a lift and a side out. So this is going to stretch the inner thigh, and it's going to work the hip flexor and inner thigh on the other leg. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to lay down in a tree, and you're going to take this extended leg here, lift up, come to the side. So we're going to do that 6 times on each side. sort of the fish leg swing. So you're going to cross your leg, and then you're going to take this crossed leg and swing it out to the side and come back. So we're going to do that for 8 on each side. And then we're on to our last exercise, which is for the upper body. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull your muscles in. You should be squeezing your biceps in between your shoulder backs. So pull in, rotate your arms, push forward. And this is for the triceps and the shoulders. So as a fluid movement, it looks like this. You're creating tension throughout your body through this exercise. So really think about flexing your muscles throughout the entirety of it. So we'll do that for 10. And that concludes our full body stretch and tone workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.